pajamas. I can promise I'm being honest. This being modest. I am your highness. I am the finest. You rappers, plus you a liar. Don't idolize and I don't admire. Been doing me for like ever. I'm a better me, more clever. It's a new way. We surfing, baby, new age. That's for certain, baby. Let's take a ride. Put your for the ones that die. It's vows tonight. Just you and I get lost tonight and lose your mind. Squad, I'm it. 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 Squad.
Yeah, little fish. I say, Lord, be my savior when it comes to getting this paper. People take me from my haters. Just say me and I won't flavor. Say amen. Amen, 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 yeah. Amen. They boys and they can't win. Can't win. Check. Gonna. Did it like my persona. Gonna. Living up was honest. We was the drive them hardest. Then we pull up in the furnace. Glow up. Walk in. Show up. Baby, hold up. Glow up. Boy, don't touch. We glow up. Yeah. I'm laughing to the bank. All new blue Benny Franks. Pulled up on him in the tank. Yeah, that guy just a rap guy. I'm so mad fly in, he ain't. Let me back, tight gave me until I was going on Miami. They all cornballs. They can't stand me.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. The winding road to the Super Bowl continues here in the divisional round, where two teams look to take another step towards the Super Bowl. It's the Tigers going up against the Texans.
Thank you very much, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL. The National Football League is here and on the air. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap between the Chicago Tigers and the Houston Texans. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Oh, you gotta hit the ground. Ain't no chain gonna hold me down. Dig deep, feel the burn. I've got a calling, so watch and learn. I heard a voice of this broken hymn saying, "None that this is who I am." I know you ain't there yet. Don't stop to catch your breath. You're going higher and higher, higher and higher.
Let go, set me free. Got the streets all I need. Going hell, 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 hell. Oh, keep running. Oh, keep running. Oh, keep running. Reach out, reach out. Oh, keep running. Oh, keep running. Oh, keep running. Reach out, reach out.
Boom, boom, can you feel the flame? Hold on, I can make it rain. Oh, do you hear the thunder? No, don't let it bring you down. You're not alone, don't give up like that. Oh yeah, got a ways to go. Break that wall, let the spirit flow.
I know you ain't done yet. Don't stop to catch your breath. They're going higher, 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 higher. Let go, set me free. Got the streets all I need. Going higher, 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 higher. Oh, keep running. Oh, keep running. Oh, keep running. Reach out, reach out. Oh, keep running. Oh, keep running. Oh, keep running. Reach out, reach out.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now. 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Tigers going up against the Texans.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Chicago Tigers and the Houston Texans. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Being chased out left. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. On 2nd down, here's Taylor. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Taylor. Buying time to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Fielded at the 33. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And his first carry, he loses the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. On second down, Taylor. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
It's his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's the veteran Shane Leckler to punt it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Exploit it and try and move the football.
Second down following the run. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Here we go.
They go play action with Taylor. To the right side and complete to Njoku. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. As hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
Now Taylor. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Here's Foreman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Dancing to his left, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now it's Taylor. He's got his tight end, Njoku. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Now a toss play. This is Foreman. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn.
Taylor hit. He lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, These are going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Shift together here from the D-line. Miller in motion right. On second down, it's Bell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. Here's Shane Leckler now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Sharif Floyd in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. And now out comes Houston. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy.
Touchdown, Houston. Le'Veon Bell, 53 yards. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And all the pressure that goes on in these playoffs, but the first score here in the divisional round always very key.
Partner, this team handled it like it was a regular season game, that they were confident in what they were doing, came right out and established themselves early.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. A carry for Foreman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
The offense on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go!
Play action. Now Taylor. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And his kick is right through. The kickoff unit is out. This one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Bernardrick McKinney in there with pressure yet again, and that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman, certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. 3rd and long, it's Taylor. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And now out comes Houston. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And this is picked up by the defense. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. And now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They come out here in the eye. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. It's the fullback taking it in from 2 yards out. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
Here we go.
To throw on second is Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they?
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Keith Marshall, a 15-yard touchdown run. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
This is Bell. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 yards. The Texans pick up the first down. Now a first down carry by Bell. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Again, it's Bell. And oh my goodness, he loses it again.
Wow. That ball. Gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. From the gun on third, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 8 and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
On second down, Washington. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Let's go!
Throwing on third down, Watson steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DeJuan Smoot coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Now a chance to take advantage of that missed field goal. 1st and 10, way up at the 37. The drive starts with Foreman on the ground. To the 40 and no further. So the broken tackle didn't get him much. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Shift together here from the D-line. Now Taylor to throw on second down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 3rd and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack. From the gun, it's Taylor. Flushed out right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
And now out comes Houston. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Forced out to his left. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Myles Garrett in there to sack him for a loss of 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
A screen to Bell. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Well, the screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Pulled in at the 24. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. They go play action here on 1st down. Being chased out left. Room here to run. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw on 2nd down. Taylor. Coleman has it here right side. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
This offense so far on 3rd down, lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Play action. It's Taylor. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So they kick it through to take the lead. There is a little bit of time left, though, here in the second.
Not giving up a big return or giving up points themselves going into the half. How good do they feel, though, putting points on the board themselves right near the end of the first half?
And now out comes Houston. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Still fighting for more, weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20. And he's in for the touchdown. Answer.
How did they get that done?
So instead of trailing into the lockers, they grab the lead with the clock reading all zeros before intermission.
I would love to go into the locker room with them because right now they're riding a nice wave, aren't they? They're feeling good about themselves. But I know the coach is going to be talking to them about calming down, taking it easy. We've got a whole second half, but use the way we finished the first one to start the second.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Let's go. White, nine. Got three. Three down. White, nine. Flex round. Flex round.
Right back to Washington. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go.
Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. And when a free safety goes like he did there, he better be sure he's going to be able to make a play.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, because I have a feeling that the defensive coordinator and head coach are on the sideline screaming, no, no, no. Good play.
Yeah, good job,
play.
Leckler now on as he'll punt this away. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Taylor hit. He lost the football. But fortunately, another offensive player quick to react, and they will indeed retain possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They go play action now. Taylor. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And here comes the Texans now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Running it, Washington. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On first down, Watson. And he rifles one incomplete. They were trying to get the connection with a former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. That'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Going deep this time for Mellon. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Braxton Miller, 60 yards, and the Texans will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This is Marshall. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They stay on the ground. This is Marshall again. They find some open field here. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little. Back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Now Foreman. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. From midfield now, here's Taylor. He'll air this one toward Coleman. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Corey Coleman, 50 yards. And his guys have made this a 1-score game now. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field.
Ohio! Ohio! Let's go, Ohio!
They'll start the drive with Washington. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go!
On second down, here's Watson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Texans on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 11. Now Watson. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. They'll go with Foreman, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and his guys are going to retake the lead. And that will make this a 4-point game. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! 1, 9!
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. Watson on 1st down. Miller on the catch over the middle. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st, here's Washington. And he's got room. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up 1st down after 1st down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human 1st down machine? I think that fits.
first down. It's Washington again. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Left round! Safety green!
A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yo, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Shane Ray. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
On the toss, here's Foreman. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Escaping the pressure right, and he gets it down to the 32. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. And this offense on 3rd down today, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Taylor. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he'll go out of bounds down inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
On 3rd and goal, Taylor. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled up.
And a loose football. So it goes as a fumble. But the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Back to throw, Watson. He's going to let it fly. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. On 1st and 10, Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The first down screen pass, good for 5. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
Let's go!
From the gun, here's Watson. Buying time to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Watson looking to throw on second down. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch, not at all.
Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because it's going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long, everybody.
Today to talk about how I feel, and I feel like that we are treated differently than other people, and I don't like how we're treated, and just because of us doesn't mean anything to me.
It's just the way I feel. Mine's been racing so long, yeah. It's just no way to problems alone, and I really can't take it no more. I've been fighting temptations, my Lord. I'm young and I'm restless, and I really can't help it. I never felt selfish before. I've been living so reckless, I know. Tell me, Lord, can you help me? I said, Lord, can you help me? Now everybody got problems, yeah, but waiting no one way to solve them. I really came up from the bottom, struggling my mama on the last dollar. Hustling, man, I've been putting in these hours. The government been trying to take away what's ours. Really all about the money and the power. I just want to see my people in power. Tell me how we gon' shape this vision. Complaining all day, but in the same condition. If you wanna make change, it's gon' take commitment. Some people enslaved by their religion can't emancipate the fundamental principles. What I see through optics transform the wisdom. Watch me use my prophets, get them on the list, and I've been on a mission. And I really can't take it no more. I've been fighting temptations, my Lord. I'm young and I'm restless, and I really can't help it. I never felt selfish before. I've been living so reckless, I know. Tell me, Lord, can you help me? I said, Lord, can you help me? Now everybody got fights, yeah, but wouldn't know what good advice was. Till they leave him lifeless. Another mama crying, it's another crisis. Lord knows we just trying to live right, yes. Are you willing just to make the sacrifices? I know we can't. can't continue living like this. And I never sell my soul, cause that's priceless. Tell me how we gon' make a living. Hustle on the block, who gon' save the children? Man, it's all a plot, and I'm just revealing. The media just tryna make a villain. I just take the pain and paint a picture. Voices in my head, I hear the whispers when I feel this way. And I really can't take it no more. I've been fighting temptations, my lord. I'm young and I'm restless, and I really can't help it. I never felt selfish before. I've been living so reckless, I know. Tell me, Lord, can you help me? I said, Lord, can you help me? It's just the way I feel. Mom's been wasting so long. It's just the way to deal with these problems alone. And I really can't take it no more. I've been fighting temptations, my Lord. I'm living on restless. I said, Lord, can you help me? I've never felt selfish before. I've been living so reckless, I know. Tell me, Lord, can you help me? I said, Lord, can you help me? I said, Lord, can you help me?
Styles on them like it's common sense.